Next year will be LeBron's last year playing in the NBA. Through 23 years for the new number 23, we've seen it all. The start of the chosen one's NBA career, the decision to go to Miami.
Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers, steal my house. Gives it to King.
The Kings return to Cleveland.
James attacks the basket. A beautiful move by LeBron. David Blatt from Framingham, Mass. Comes back to his hometown and wins his first.
And the move to LA.
Plumlee, then the three from the top of the key. 5-point game.
But what if I told you that even though he will retire, he's not leaving the NBA? And what more, the league has planned for it to happen. We all know of the Luka trade to the Lakers, but what if I told you Nico Harrison was forced to make the trade? That the trade was made so that LeBron could easily transition from the Lakers. It's crazy, but it also makes sense once you look into the details. We have never had a decade where the Lakers didn't have an NBA superstar. From the 70s to 80s, they had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic. In the 90s, they signed Shaq and traded Vlade Divac for Kobe. And Kobe would stay from 2000 to the early 2010s. And to the late 2010s till now, we've had LeBron and Luka. The Mavs magically got the first pick as repayment for the unknown trade that no team was made aware of. And while Luka and LeBron are two great individual players, their games really don't mesh well together. Their games are way too similar, but that's what makes Luka a perfect LeBron replacement. And this is all because the league has a plan in mind for LeBron. Adam Silver noted that after a new CBA agreement and media deal, discussions for an NBA expansion would take place. In 2023, a new CBA deal was put in place. In 2024, the NBA finalized media deals with Disney, NBA, and Amazon. Now, in July of 2025, he's meeting with team owners to discuss a potential league expansion. The timing makes perfect sense. What's also important to note is that the main teams in mind were Seattle and Las Vegas. And if you aren't aware, there is a strong connection not only with LeBron in Vegas, but also Dallas in Vegas. LeBron has stated multiple times that he's wanted to be a team owner, and the discussion started since 2022.
Yeah, I think about post-career. I want to own a team.
Buy a team?
Yeah, I want to buy a team.
That's there
for sure.
There you go.
Buying a team and then talking is a little tricky. If you own the team and like...
Yeah, I would much rather own a team before I talk. I want a team in Vegas.
He's never hidden that from the viewing audience. Woj has said it himself before he retired. LeBron said it, and he has let the world know that he told Adam Silver that he wants to be a team owner specifically in Las Vegas. So he definitely has a plan to get it done. But how does this connect to Dallas? The LeBron and Lee connection is obvious, he has literally said it, but what does Dallas have to do with anything? Well, when you look at the details, it starts to create a perfect picture for LeBron's future plans. You see, a year after LeBron expressed his interest in owning a Las Vegas NBA team, an interesting event happened. Mark Cuban sells the Dallas Mavericks to the Adelson and Dumont families, taking probably a main competitor to anyone who wants a future team in Las Vegas. Now, a year later after that, there is news of Mark Cuban pitching an idea to LeBron and Shaq about buying a new NBA expansion team. All the evidence makes perfect sense. Cuban sold the team for about $2.5 billion. LeBron recently became a billionaire himself last year, and the team Cuban originally owned in Dallas was originally valued at $4.5 billion. Simple math tells me that they're trying to work together for something. Vegas, of course, has a bigger market as well, which is why adding another player like Shaq would help add more money to the pot. This reads to me as a trade on a whole other level. But in order for this transaction to actually occur, there was a price to pay for both Cuban and LeBron. For Mark Cuban, he had to sell away the team that he already owned. The price was paid for him already. But you see, this is a three-way organizational trade. If LeBron was going to plan for his retirement, then the Lakers would also need something in return. They need their superstar of the future. As I said before, the Lakers have never had a decade where they never had a superstar. The Adelsons get what they want, Cuban and LeBron gets what they want, but the Lakers are left high and dry without a transaction of their own. That's why the Luka trade occurred. In order for LeBron to be part of a future expansion team, he needed to appease the current team he was planning on leaving. With a convenient Lakers and Nico Harrison connection in the past as well as a Nico Harrison and AD connection, it wouldn't be hard for the Lakers to be able to strike a team-friendly deal. This also explains why the same GM who crafted an NBA Finals team would be so willing to trade off Luka and package excuses that are barely believable to the public. Yeah, Luka's weight issues aren't really issues that they were concerned with until a deal had to be made. Now everything's being aired out. That's just a little too convenient for me. Of course, the Lakers can't just completely fleece Dallas in the deal, otherwise people would obviously know something was up. So they of course tried to create a reasonable team deal that would still allow them to compete in the now and also appease fans, but well, we know how that went. With everything aligned now, it's only a matter of time before we see the big move actually occur and we see LeBron become a future owner of an NBA team. But now that we have that all the way, all that's left to talk about is the motive for the trade. For LeBron, there could be a bunch of reasons. He's a growing businessman who wants to show his worth outside of just basketball. He just can't stay away from basketball even after he stops playing. A common problem amongst many former NBA players. But I think the reasoning is a lot simpler than that. There has only been one majority owner that was a former basketball player. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I know the GOAT debate is tiring. I'm tired of it as well, but it really makes perfect sense. Michael Jordan was the first person to ever do it, but he wasn't really that successful at the job. But what if LeBron was able to do it? And was great at it? Now we have arguably two of the greatest basketball players to ever live, and they are now on their own separate stage. So now there's only a direct comparison between Michael Jordan at this job and LeBron James. And if LeBron was able to exceed what Jordan formerly tried to do, he may be able to cement himself as the new GOAT of basketball.